You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 9th meeting of the Michigan City Port Authority Commission. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Authority Board of Directors meeting. I'm calling to order the meeting today and looking for approval or corrections of the August 19th meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have meetings. All right, comments from the public. Mr. Kelsey, nice seeing you. You got anything?
Just visiting.
All right. Mr. Freeze?
Just visiting.
All right. Well, that was easy. Okay. Comments from the harbor master, Mr. Freeze.
All right. Well, tomorrow is our last scheduled pump out. So during the summer, we do a weekly pump out service. People can sign up and we'll come around every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the weather, and pump your boat out. This summer, we've averaged about 40. I think there's 36 or 37 that are signed up for the weekly service, and then every week we get a couple one-time people that don't want it every week, but they'll call and say, hey, we use the boat a lot. So I think we have 43 on for tomorrow, and it's just another sign that summer is coming to an end. We start that program, it starts the Tuesday after Memorial Day, and we go through the second Tuesday after Labor Day, which is tomorrow. We also will be going out to pull the no-wake buoys here shortly, probably the next nice day that we get. And by nice, it needs to be calm, right? It's not as important when we put the buoys in, but it is more important when we're pulling them out. So that'll be the next thing on our schedule, and then in the meantime, we just continue to start pulling boats out for the winter. Our schedule is slightly increasing in that as we wind down from the regular summer stuff. So unless anybody has any questions, I'll leave it at that.
All good? All right. Moving on. Reports from the Assistant Harbor Master Administration, Ms. Clucky.
Right now, we are busy with the loopers that are coming through. They're not staying near as long because of the locks that are in working order, from what I understand. And we're busy scheduling appointments for the winter storage. And that's all I have.
All you have. Anything from Ms. Clucky? All right. Moving on. Mr. Ferguson, Budget and Financial Oversight Review and Approval of Bills to be paid.
All I have is a quick discussion on bills to be paid. I think in the first 2 pages of our handout should list the summaries, which show several, look to be about 20 items of interest. They total $125,461. And we can go down that list a little bit, starting on the first page. There's some petroleum things there, and I want to point out that the first one shows blue petroleum, and then 2 down is Petro Choice. Those are the same company, just a different name. Evidently, one bought out the other, or something of that nature. Anyway, in total, if you add up all 3 of those retail sales that are fuel retail, it comes to about $62,000 for the period that we're talking about here. Obviously, it's the fees that we pay for the credit card coming down pretty much. NIPSCO's got a couple charges for their 2 meters that we have. Trash removal coming down. Some various lock repairs that if there are any questions on that, I'll let Tim and Marianne talk specifically about that. Let's continue down though. Obviously the water department, lawn service, there's a charge for some office help from a contract employee coming in and kind of helping us out. You can see what that is. There's $1,285 for program updates at Lobsang Studios. If you have any questions on that, we can address those in a minute. those are the two that I had. Obviously, some electrical repairs from our electric people, MB Electric, Menards, Troop Supplies, security for $62.38. Second page, lawn service. There's an insurance deductible for $1,000 on some boat damage, I believe. And again, we can kick that around also, those items. And let's see, and then there's also another $3,874 additionally that includes some of the other pages of various stuff there, but usually it's somewhat incidental. So if anybody has any questions, but on what I've talked about, or in particular, the lot repairs, the office help, and the deductible, we bring those up and take care of those now. Hearing none, I'll go ahead and suggest, make a motion that we pay this document as stated for the whole piece, which is $129,335.69.
I'll second the motion.
Any questions? Everybody good? All in favor of paying the bills?
Aye.
Paying bills. You have anything else, Mr. Ferguson?
Just notice that Mary Ann in the office will be starting our next year's plan pretty soon. We'll be working through that. While I have not talked to either Tim or Mary Ann about that at all, just from the monthly reports that I keep an eye on, I don't envision significant changes at all to our plan for next year. However that might happen, and we'll deal with that as it comes up.
Budgeting is always fun. We got to kind of review last year.
I'm sorry?
I said reviewing the budget's kind of fun. We got to review what happened this past year.
Yeah.
Gauge next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've plateaued. It'd be nice for a couple years to plateau. All right. Mr. Haynes is out today. Port operations personnel, Marina, for me, pretty much status quo, just getting through all the motions of everything going on, trying to make sure the marina stays in good shape at the same time while we're pulling boats and all that. That's really the only thing I have to cover there. Mr. Messina, Boater Communications and Special Events.
Really have nothing to report. The weather we did have the last couple of weeks, or last week, not real favorable, so not a lot of people are down here, I didn't feel, and a lot of boats going out. I have not been out perch fishing for a couple of weeks. May pick up this week. They say the weather's going to warm up throughout the weekend, so that may be we'll bring some perch in to catch again. But I have nothing else to talk about.
Anything on the pavilion ownership?
We're going into more deep, we're just looking into more stuff on it. He's got more information, but we're going to review it and see where.
Yeah. So yes, thank you for asking. I'm just talking to the president and the attorney. We're going to get together and discuss where we're at with it before we report it.
What we found, where we're going from there, and then we'll report to you on the next meeting, hopefully. Anything else for Mr. Messina? All right, Mr. Manor, Master Planning Special Projects, Park Liaison.
I really have nothing to report today other than the fact that we're still waiting on Colin, and that could be a while. It's getting those permits and everything. And
This is just a process.
Yeah, it's a process we just have to wait on.
Anything from Mr. Mayor? Mr. Cyphers, Advertising and Public Relations.
I have nothing to report either.
All right, the Attorney's Report, Mr. Zachary.
I had very little to report. I was just working with board member Sleva to get that letter ready to send out to potential businesses about the scavenger hunt. And so I'll continue to work with her and have something to present that to the board.
Sounds good. And anybody else have any other things they want to bring up in the meeting?
I would like to make a motion to do the Christmas cards for the 2025 Christmas season, to start off with next year's boating season with the cards. That gives me a little more time to investigate where the cards will be sent, as well as giving more boaters the opportunity, since the season's over, to do that next year. So I'd ask for a second for that.
I'll make a second for that.
Thank you. So I'll work on that for the 2025 boating season.
Did you wish to have any discussion on the scavenger hunt? I know you sent something out.
Attorney Zach Noon and I are just working on the
Yeah,
letter right now.
we'll put a little committee together with that and just kind of work on it from there.
Good.
That way we can figure out, have a better plan of attack.
Yeah, because I'm thinking maybe like cling stickers might be kind of an easy thing that they could just cling onto something and then we can take them off and it isn't a big to-do.
All right, anybody else have anything else? No? You all good?
I may have a question for Mrs. Pilecki. Fuel cells this year, have they been pretty much average as in the past? Or?
They pick up every August with the diesel sales in there. They're close to the same. The prices were close to the same as last year.
Okay, even during the boat races and stuff, and they don't really use our fuel, do they? Pretty much get bring your own in, truck it in, and
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a whole different bailiwick there.
Yeah, and what we have.
Anybody else want to make a motion for anything?
Motion to adjourn? I second that.
I love it.